Well, hello guys. How's it going? I'm recording you. Well, I should say I'm recording the camera while the camera's recording me. But hello, welcome back. It's me, Carissa, and I'm doing a vlog today, or I should say a sit-down video of something that I feel somewhat passionate about, only because it's painful and I don't like it, and I think it should be made well known. But then again, this video probably might get lost in the YouTube algorithm and you'll never see it. But if you do, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll stick around. Say hi, Ryder! He decided to join, and he's not liking the fact that I picked him up. So let's put him down. In this video that I'm talking about, that I'm doing right now, I want to talk about safety razors and why I hate it. Why I don't think it's a very good type of razor, but then again, I probably just went with one that's considered cheap and not the greatest. Of course, everybody's gonna tell me that I should try this brand or that brand because they're so much better than the one that I personally bought. But I don't see the need to. I don't see the need to fork out that much money in order to most likely have the same results. Yeah, we're just not gonna even do it because I already went with what I went with anyways, and I reverted back. But I had a safety razor. I still have the safety razor. As you can see, it's here in my arm. My arm right here. My hand. It's still in my hand. That was the dog. And I ended up, I don't use it anymore. I stopped using it, and I bought me just a normal, everyday, chic, Gillette. Is that, I know it's Gillette, but it's chic. Is that how I'm saying it? Am I saying it right? But I went with my, your everyday user-friendly razor from the grocery store. I like it. It works for me. And I'm so glad I went back to it because let me tell you, I have cut myself more in the month that I have been using this than I have ever cut myself in a lifetime of using a razor like this. And that's saying something. And I watched all sorts of YouTube videos, anything that I could find on how to use one of these razors right. And no matter what I did, I still cut myself. Primarily along the bony ridge of my shin. That was the big one. I lost my train of thought because I have a toddler who wants to come in and say hi. Okay. No. You want down? You want to say hi? No. No? Okay. He's going down now. Okay, sorry about that. He came in, my battery died, and he decided he wanted to play with everything I have sitting right here, so I had to just stop it, divert, and blow it away. So now I'm back. But I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but I know it was in regards to how much I cut myself using this safety razor in comparison to your normal everyday drugstore razor. When I was first learning how to shave, I did cut myself fairly bad with a normal everyday razor on my shin, which I think with anybody, they are bound to cut themselves when learning how to shave, but this one was pretty bad, and so I get teased for it often. I used to hate the scar. Now I actually don't really notice it as much because it's part of who I am. I've got plenty of scars that are like that, so I love all my scars. But the set of scars that I have now from this guy on my other leg are just ones that I don't want to continue to add more of. And I don't know if it was just the way that I was shaving on that leg or the angle of that leg, but I just kept cutting myself every single time. Because the way that these razors are set up is you have a single blade that's right here in the middle of this little crevice. And so the blade is right there. You're supposed to hold it at a 45-degree angle as you shave. And so as I'm shaving, I would cut myself on my shin bone, which for me was fairly easy because I am relatively thin, and so I would just cut myself easy because that bone is really easy to see. So that was one big factor. I just grew tired of always hurting myself. I started to get anxious anytime anytime I used the razor, anytime I needed to shave my legs, because I didn't want to do with it anymore. I didn't want to shave. I didn't like hurting myself. And it was just not, it wasn't, yeah. I hated it with a passion, and I wanted to stay away from it so bad. I'm gonna say about 3 weeks after I purchased this, I started to actually regret my decision of purchasing it. The reason why I decided to go with one of these razors is because I've heard great, I wouldn't say reviews about this specific brand of razor, but I've heard great reviews about this type of razor, the safety razor. People have said how easy it is to use, how great of a shave that you get while using it, and of course how eco-friendly and sustainable it is, because you have a metal body right here and just a single metal blade that you just stick in the inside, and that's it. You don't have any plastic container that the metal is sitting in. You don't have to spend an obnoxious amount of money for said blades for the razor, and it'll last you for a very, 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 very long time, which is something that was like, oh wow, yeah, I like that idea, because the razor I was using at the time started to get a little, let's just say there was some mold growing in the internal bar of the razor, because it was a clear razor that I had no way to clean out. Yeah, so I decided, okay, let's go, let's try it, we'll see how it works. And so I bought it. And you know, I thought it was really cool at first how you can just twist off the top, and then you just put the blade inside there, stick it together, and it's all metal. And I went with the rose gold color because I love rose gold. And I used it for the first time, and I just nicked the crap out of myself. I cut up my leg. I had all sorts of little scratches and just little nicks all over my legs, which sucked. And then I waited for those to heal. I shaved again, same thing. Cut myself all over again, which sucked even more. So I thought, okay, I'll give myself a couple more times to try it out. Maybe it was just user error because it was the first time, second time, third time of using it. So I'll give myself another week or so and then go from there. And then it just kept happening and happening. And then that's when that third week or so came about, and I started to regret, why did I buy this thing? Because I can't stop hurting myself, and I don't like the idea of cutting myself every time I shave. And so yeah, that's where it all started. Got Ryder right there sniffing, and then Miss Sky decided to come in right here too and join us. So I've got both doggos in here as I'm filming. And so I noticed as the razor got older that it was getting dull. I know it's not the sharpest of blades. Well, it's not the most dense of blades, so it got, whoops, it got dull as time went on. Technically, it says you're supposed to replace them after every 3 to 4 times you use it, because then the blade is dull by then. I actually didn't start noticing an issue until the 2nd month that I owned it, because, you know, I didn't shave as often, and so I really didn't notice a difference until just a few weeks ago, the 2nd month that I had owned it, that wasn't giving me a great shave. And even prior to that, it wasn't giving me a great shave either. It wasn't, there were a lot of, it still felt, I still felt stubble. I still felt some of those hairs at the very tip top of my skin, and I'm like, oh, I don't like this very much. So yeah, that just started to aggravate me more and more and more, because I'd shave, it'd still be a little stubbly, and then a few days later my hair would look like it used to before I shaved. And I'm like, why even shave? Because it's like, it's not even cutting it, it's not even doing anything to it. So that was another issue of why I decided to get rid of it. And then also too, and then I'm gonna say probably another reason why I started to regret buying one of these is because I'm a lazy shaver. In the fact that I like being able to take this guy and just hurry and shave real quick and not have to worry about cutting myself and being safe, because this, you have to, at least for me, I don't know if it's just me or not, you have to be safe with it. You have to hold it at a certain angle. If not, you cut the crap out of yourself. So in the shower, I wanted to do a quick little 2-minute shave or a minute shave. No, this is like a 5-minute shave, because if not, I cut myself. So I didn't like it. I decided to, I'm going to sell this. I have this plus an unopened box of razors that I'm just going to sell with it. I never used it. I only used the original razor that came with it, and I'm gonna sell it, maybe see if I can get a 10 bucks or 15 bucks out of it, and put it to a good home. I ended up buying my replacement razor the other night, and I've been using it, and I'm glad I went back. So I just realized safety razors aren't for me. There's other ways that I'm working on being more sustainable, and safety razors is not one of them. Maybe in a few years I'll go back to it. There's one razor that I would love to try out, but I'm not going to fork out $80, $90 for this razor, because I don't know how it would work. So maybe if there's a chance I get to test it, or if I can buy it for 75% off, then I'll try it. But for right now, no, just not me. So anyways, I hope my explanation as to why I did not like this product very much helps you. If not, then maybe it gives you insight into why I didn't like it. So either way, I just want to say thank you for watching. So, okay everybody, I'm calling it good. I'm calling it quit. We're done with this video. So I'm gonna go that way, and I'll see you later. Okay, all right everybody, bye.